The give to the single back. Banging, slithering. Takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. And the Terrapins lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And the money down is so important, man. 3rd down, coaches talk about it all the time, and they talk about being aggressive. They talk about being physical at the line of scrimmage. Nice job by this offense. Listen, you got the fumble. You got the turnover. Set up in a good position to score. You really want to go out and take advantage of it.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Scanning the field, it's Washington. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
got some room, headed to the goal line. Guys, he's already got 44 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Terrapins! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Smith dropping to pass. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Now, after After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
I mean, it's nice to see your QB come out and really establish himself and get in a rhythm early. He had a passing touchdown on the first drive already. Now putting another drive together. He's comfortable. He's got time in the pocket. So far, he really looks like he might be the real deal. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The run inside. It's Goff. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll run play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He's got it on the right. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Plucks it out of the air. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to move them on the counter. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab in their space. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to the run, it's Goff. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Right back to him on the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And the Broncos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Washington. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Ready, go.
This time he wants to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
quick completion on the out route. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. And the Terrapins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Broncos sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Guys?
Okay, Holly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Headed outside, it's Goff, fighting off the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
That's caught. It's Temple. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Smith dropping to pass. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Goff.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Touchdown, Boise State. A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Carey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. First down, 10 yards to go. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Terrapins will snap it on first and 10. Looking for a man. It's Washington. He makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 4 wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, it's pretty apparent who they want to get the football to on this drive, right? It hasn't mattered where this guy is lined up, which side of the field. That's where the quarterback is throwing it. And the defense now has got to take account of that. What's that, 4 or 5 catches in a row? Crazy. This defense now needs the key on him. They've got to be communicating, hey, the ball's coming here if it's a throw.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Now on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown. And here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
And he makes the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College, taking on the number 14 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Boston College, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in College Park. They're riding the golden arm of that QB1. The young man received a good amount of attention in training camp, and through 2 quarters today it's clear he is him. Now let's see if they can close things out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Carey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the move, it's Howard. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit, a nifty pickup there. And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Goff. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the big fella. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And the Broncos look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Goff. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Looking for room, it's Howard. Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Oh, they're after him. Got it. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. He's got it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy...
Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for room. It's Howard. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're on 35-14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Smith dropping to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Maryland! Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Run inside. It's Stewart. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Rides to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
High the chains now on second and long. Taylor wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Caught over the middle. It's Jones. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long.
Go, go!
A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to run it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
On the Maryland sideline, this freshman wide receiver in his first start has delivered. We told you before the game this would be a huge moment for him, and he has lived up to our expectations and the fans' and coaches' expectations. They have continued to feed him throughout the course of this game, even more than we expected. And now with an opportunity to close it out with a win, I expect him to continue to get the ball. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He's piled up 82 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. Dropping back, it's Washington. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs.
Down, ready. Wide, 53. What, jet? Go!
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Stewart. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Ready, ready. Ready, go!
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over.
30. Ready, go!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats. And
could be an alley. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short.
Hey, move. Ready, go.
Pulls and fired complete. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Ready, ready. Wide, shift.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports.